Let me speak plainly for the fools in the room. Try to think. If our model proved accurate for Kamchatka, what does that tell you? Including the forecast we've made for other regions of the world. The question is no longer if those forecasts will come true. The question is when they will, and whether you will be prepared next time. Perhaps even more important is this question. Will there be anyone left to prepare for and respond to these events? This is especially true considering that Russia today is a principal contributor to the planet's global climate crisis, and that it is precisely in Russia that the experts and organizations raising critical questions about the real geodynamic and systemic causes are being systematically and aggressively pushed out. Naturally, I return here to the persecution campaign unleashed against the ALLATRA International Public Movement, carried out in Russia in the most inhumane and brutal way. A full 10 years ago, ALLATRA attempted to present scientifically verified information drawn from a confidential report concerning the activation of the Siberian magma plume and the exponential rise in global seismic activity. The response was a discrediting campaign orchestrated by raciers against the movement's participants and the information they were trying to communicate. After ALLATRA participants began publicly addressing this topic in 2021, bringing it into the open information space, publishing reports containing specific warnings about the mechanism of the impending catastrophe, particularly the influence of the Siberian magma plume and the inevitable rise in seismic activity along the perimeter of the Eurasian plate, those findings were not merely ignored. They were met with the harshest repression directed against ALLATRA and its volunteers. Let me remind you, in August 2023, ALLATRA's activities in Russia were first declared undesirable, and by June 2025, labeled extremist. In other words, the very people being driven out of the country are those who understand what is happening, who know where to truly search for root causes of the climate and geodynamic threats unfolding in Russia and across the world. And most importantly, they are expelling those who know how to solve these threats and how to actually stabilize the climate. You expelled ALLATRA, and now what? Has anything improved? Be honest. Has the seismic threat vanished from the country? Did it disappear along with those who tried to warn you about it? The results are, quite literally, plain for all to see.